Hi, come on in. If you're a small business owner or a startup, this live is for you. If you haven't mastered building a profitable business model, this live is for you. Or are you working too hard to get ahead financially? Then this is for you. Hi Jenny, hi Shelton. I'm joining you today because I'm a small business owner too. I've been working with small businesses for a very long time. And I want to tell you a little bit about my experiences and what works to increase your profits. As you know, as an entrepreneur, business owners is just a whole different world than being a W-2 employee. So kudos to you if you own a business. So I'm going to make this a little bit interactive, even though I cannot do the screen share and do the live face-to-face with you guys. One of the hiccups that Facebook has. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Danielle. All right, there we go. A little bit about me is on the screen. Um, I am going to talk about business strategies that will give you an immediate impact to your bottom line. I hope that's what you are here to learn about. I am a CPA and a certified tax coach. I help small businesses increase their profits while reducing their taxes. And that's right, you heard me right. I help business owners skip their next payment, tax payment, that is. So, yeah, it contradicts each other, the increase in profits and reduced taxes, but that's what I do. I am a co-author of Write-Offs to the Rescue book, which is on the left-hand side. And during this live video, I'm going to give away, well, at the end of it, I'm going to give away 2 of my books. So whoever does the most commenting will have a better chance. So each time you comment, you will be entered into a drawing. And I will post that and tag the winners by Monday. So again, just simply by commenting during the live, you will be entered into the drawing for each time you comment. So let's start by everybody telling me where you're from. So I'm from PA. All right, we'll keep going. You can enter in your state you're from, would be helpful. First off, I'm going to start off with a money quiz since I am a money person. Would you rather have me give you $1 million right now or take a penny now and double that amount for every day in the next 30 days? You can comment by writing 1 or 2. Nobody takers for the penny or the $1 million? Hey, Melissa. Well, I go on and I'll tell you what I'll take. I'll take the penny any day. So the penny, say you took the penny and day 1 you have 1 cent. Day 2 you have 2 cents. So tell me how much you will have in 30 days. Any takers for A? $10,000? B, 46,000, C, 850,000, or D, 5 million plus? If any of you are commenting, I'm not seeing that. Okay. So I will keep going. Anybody going to guess how much that value is? And the answer is over $5 million. So, yep, this was just an exercise to get you thinking a little bit differently. So hopefully by the end of this webinar or this live, you will have different thoughts in your head on how to increase your bottom line. So again, today I'm going to talk about 5 ways to increase your profits. So now that we did that little exercise, I bet you wish making profits was as easy as that penny quiz. So we're going to start off with some basic formula for profit. And I'm sure most of you already know these formulas, but let's go over them real quick. Your profit is equal to sales minus your expenses. And those expenses are variable plus fixed cost. And sales is equal to the number of customers times spend times transactions. So do I still have you guys out there? I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on some profit drivers. There are actually 9 profit drivers, or financial drivers they're called, which what I call these are things. The ones that are highlighted, number 1, 6, 7, 8, and 9, are what we're going to talk about. Now you see these words that are in parentheses. That's actually the department that is responsible for that driver in your financial equation. So I'm not talking about the other ones that are in black, and the reason is we only have 30 minutes today. So I just want to get a little bit of understanding under our belts for this live. So the next topic, price is the most powerful lever in your profit equation. So price is being what you sell your service or your product to consumers or to businesses. Price, and the reason for it's the most powerful lever in that profit equation. It has the biggest mathematical impact, can have an immediate impact. You get your pricing right, profits rise significantly. Get pricing wrong, it's a fast way to go out of business. So when we do our sales presentation, the most dreaded question is, how much do you charge? So in the pricing, there are common myths about pricing, and then there's big mistakes. These are 2 different things. For instance, a myth is a customer is price sensitive. Another myth is we sell commodities. A big pricing mistake that we make, all customers are treated the same. Another one is emotional pricing, just a gut feeling, or going with your competition flow. So does this sound familiar to you? Some of the pricing implementations. So number 1, and this is why you're here, the first way, the use of pricing psychology. I always pronounce that word wrong. So getting more leads doesn't always increase your profits. If you keep that in the back of your mind, I will later explain when I talk about pricing for maximizing profits. On the right-hand side, which pricing scheme looks better? The top one, the second one that has a comma in it, the third one, the dollar sign with a comma, or the fourth one, dollar sign with a comma and the cents has been added. So I still am not seeing comments made. Okay. I guess I need to learn how to use a system better. Back to the question. So if you can write in the comments which one looks better, is more attractive, which one would attract you more. So if you end up picking number 1, that would be the answer. That would purchase something at $14.99 versus the last one, the number 4. So if you think about that, it's it's further expanded. You think about it, we oftentimes compare things visually, or I would say more visually than anything else. It's what we call pricing psychology. So if you see, you're more apt to give an opinion on something that weighs more than something else because you visualize it. It's not that you know it weighs more, but we just compare it and we give an assessment that's 2 objects, one's heavier than the other. So that same assessment, because we can visualize it, is colors and an assessment of temperatures. And again, weight is the same way. We categorize it for comparing visually with something else. So if you think about it, price is made up of a number. There is no scientific scale like you get with weight, colors, or temperature. We assess whether a price is fair price by making comparison. So we look elsewhere, including other prices, to decide whether the price of anything feels right. Prices are all about perceptions, and your job as a business owner is to manage your customers' perceptions. I can never spit that word out right. If you're interested in learning more about price psychology, I have an ebook. And if you're interested in that ebook, please put in the comments ebook. And then I'll reach out to you and get you a copy of that. So if you look on the left-hand side of that picture, can you tell me what, that's the parking, no parking anytime. Can you tell me what is wrong with that? Just type it in the comments. And just remember, each time you comment, you are put in the drawing for a copy of my book, Write-Offs to the Rescue. So what I would like to say about the sign on the left, you see how it's shrunken number? They did use the dollar sign, but it still looks like a very small number. So if you really want someone not to park there, you need to add cents onto that to make it look bigger. Does that make sense? Hope so. So let's keep moving. So continuing on with price psychology, if you look at the right-hand side, what would you like to pay? What number would be better looking than the complete $14.99 annually? Or maybe the $14.99 annually is a better looking to you. Which is more attractive? It basically, if you work the numbers, they all amount to the same thing. So $500 3 times a year to me is a lot less than paying the $14.99 all at one time. Does that make sense? Price is all about perception again. Okay, on to, if there's no questions, I'm moving on to the second way, which was listed on the very first, one of the first slides, is using fixed or variable cost. If you don't know what fixed cost is, actually cost, like if you're paying for an office, that's a fixed cost because it's the same every month. Variable costs are different and they are variable throughout the month. That would be like your cost of goods sold is variable. So using number one, and I'm giving 2 examples in this one, and I forgot to mention, even though I have 5 ways, there might be 1 or 2 items in each of these topics or ways that I will mention. So using tax strategies don't cost you money, but increases your profits. That doesn't make sense, does it? But it is, and here's why. Taxes are a variable, or it could be a fixed cost depending on what type of entity your business is. But I have an example. If I did a tax plan for you, you might qualify or be eligible for a $10,000 write-off that goes into your pocket. There's one that's called the Augusta loophole rule. It can give yourself $10,000 of your profits. And if you have a tax rate of 20%, you will get $2,000 in tax savings. So what you've done, you put $10,000 in your pocket and you got $2,000 tax saving. So that's something that you can implement once we would review a tax plan that you can implement, and no cash really out of your pockets other than your profits, and it goes right back into your pocket. So a second way to increase your profits, you hire an employee or you outsource your tasks. So if your billing rate is, for example, $50 an hour, or you have a product that's $50, and then you hire a bookkeeper, let's say, or clerical staff, administrative staff, and I know this is probably very lowball, but in our area we can hire clerical staff for $10. So what did that mean? $50 for an hour versus $10 an hour. You got additional $40 per hour or slash profit. So if you sell a product for $50 and it costs you $10, you got another $40. So that increases your bottom line. Does that make sense? So why I brought up these ideas, did anything come to mind that would be a good task to outsource versus you doing it? Because what you want to be concerned was if you're running out of time, you're busy, you're working 40 plus hours a week, you want to get rid of those tasks that you can outsource. And I do believe I have somebody that's on this live that can do some help with that. So you want to do a comparison to make sure your profit is there for you to do some outsourcing. A third way, financial, since I am a financial person, works with money, are you using automation in your financial process? So there's a bunch of pictures there for software that you can start automating your bookkeeping, your financial records. So if you spend like 5, 6, or even 2 hours a week with record keeping, you can actually automate some of this record keeping, that you're only spending 15 minutes on your records. If you're a really small business, like say under 200,000 in revenues, you are going to free up some of your time by automating. So if you charge $50 an hour, and it usually takes you 2 hours to do this, and if you automate it and it only takes you 15 minutes, you're saving an hour 3/4 a week where you can bill out. So 50 times 1 3/4 hours, that's an additional $75 you can put in your pocket as a profit. So think about it. Are there any other ways that you could implement some automation to your practice, your business? You see on the screen there's bill.com. Bill.com is a bill payer. It's just a matter of submitting invoices and clicking buttons to pay. And you don't have to cut checks or anything like that. So that's another sample of automation. Fourth way, price to maximize profits. One error that's made in businesses, and I'll show you in another slide, where it really can mess up people's profits, or discounting. When you want to sell in volumes, you're taking on a lot more clients just to make a profit. For example, you'll notice that if you sold 100 units of your profit, the average price is 90. So when you start to discount at whether 10%, 20%, 30%, your average price is lower, and it does really affect your bottom lines in your business. So one thing that I really recommend is stop discounting, especially when you are a billing time with an hourly rate. And I will go into a little bit more yet on that one. So the next slide is how Eddie was trying different options on discounting. And again, here it shows variable director costs. That's something that we will talk about. I do have a finance training available so that you can start understanding your business financially. But if you notice, before Eddie did any changes in his business, he profited $33,000. But as you see to the right, winning 10% more customers did increase his bottom line. However, he tried increasing his price by 10%. That really helped his bottom line. See how his increase on prices was a lot better than winning 10% more clients. So discounting, increasing your volumes really can impact your bottom line. So if you notice, there is one on the net profit line, there is a -1. So he tried to decrease the price by 10% and won 10% more customers, but that didn't help his business. So one thing with discounting, you've got to play with the numbers. It's advisable to get a good accountant that can help you with that to determine if that is a good strategy within your business. I'm going to keep on going, and just remember, you should never crash and burn on price by simply discounting. When you discount, you undervalue yourself, and you train your customers to haggle. Instead, maintain the integrity of your prices. Be prepared to walk away. I wanted to show you an example of value. So whoever thought that we could sell air? Air's free. We breathe it in every day. So who thought we could charge for canned O2? So never be surprised of what your results in your pricing structure in your business. So one thing with maximizing your profits, and this is what I go over with my clients, is offer them more than just a yes or no question. Offer choices in your pricing and how the customer this decision becomes in their control. They will feel in control, and you determine at what level each of you work together. So one thing that does this, you offer more focus on adding value and focus on what is different. So many times business owners just only offer one thing. So it's a yes or no. So there's a 50% chance they'll buy, 50% chance they will not buy. So if you offer, and the golden ticket is offering 3 packages for them. And there's a lot more to this too, because then you have to look at your pricing strategy along with it. And that's some of the things that I go over with my clients. It's something you could, if you want the ebook, you can read it yourself and try to do it yourself. No problem. So I'm going to keep going. So this is an example of a strategy, 3 different prices. This person, most clients were willing to pay $1,000, but we had some other ones that were willing to pay more. And how you would package your services or products differently. This one was a film promotional video. So you can do step-ups in your services. For example, how to interact with that person face-to-face, phone, video, your meeting frequency. You might charge a premium rate for certain days, times, and slots. So I am running out of time, but we can go into a lot more detail. I am offering a one-on-one call with the people that watch this video. It's a 20-minute call. A lot of these techniques, these 5 different techniques, are expanded more, and I do training on financials and how you can set up your books to do automation. And I wanted to throw it out there because I only have like 3 minutes, and sorry, you can ask your questions in the post and we will answer them that way. But there was a lot of material that I went over, and probably some of it's very confusing. What I want to do is encourage you to set up a one-on-one discovery session with me. I am going to post this in the comments. It is a free session, but we can go into more details on the training that I have available. And I am going, for those that are ready to get started now, because I have a page that you can go to directly. What I am doing is offering $200 off each of these packages. So you will need a code, and the code is WOMEN, and that's capital WOMEN. And this offer is available until next Friday, August 30th. And when you do purchase that, you can start the training immediately. There's 5 modules for each week. It's a 6-week training. I know this was a lot of information, so I really encourage you to schedule that 20-minute with me so that I can go over a little bit more of the training, because it's really important to get your bottom line and your mixture of expenses so that your business is successful. And that's what I'm here for. I am here to help small business owners be more successful. They are the drive of this country. There's a lot more small business owners than larger company. So we are many of us out there, and I see it. I've been in this industry for 30 years, and I see it a lot. So I will answer questions after this live is over. It's going to end in about a minute. And I hope to talk to you and schedule some time with me, or I'll see you in the training portal. And you guys have a great and wonderful day.